If you're a defensive back, you absolutely have to own a copy of 101 DB Tips, the great ebook that I've created to help you get to the elite level. It discusses any and everything that you need, and it's a tremendous reference guide for you, not only in the offseason, but during the in-season. Everything from training to playing man coverage to playing zone, tackling, everything in between. You absolutely must own. Hey, defensive backs out there, you're going to want to hear this one. Today's topic is playing defensive back is not all about playing man coverage. Well, I've heard it many times. In the debate about who are the best cornerbacks, some guys get eliminated from the conversation simply because they play too much zone coverage. He's a zone corner, they say, and immediately he slid to the back of the pack. Playing zone is just as important to playing defensive back as it is playing man, and today we're going to tell you why. The idea of a defensive back, a cornerback in particular, playing zone means he has help. The idea that someone has help doing his job automatically lessens, in the eyes of many, his abilities because he didn't do it alone. We've placed a premium in our society on doing things all by ourselves. Well, guys, I have news for you. A cornerback playing man-to-man has help too, especially if he's considered to be good at it. The best man-to-man defensive backs in the world would be nothing if there was not help from the pass rush. Covering a wide receiver for 6 seconds, play after play, is not the path to being an all-time great coverman. If anyone takes a look at the NFL career of the GOAT, Deion Sanders, you'll recognize that he played on great football teams. While the Falcons were not a tremendous franchise when he arrived in 1989, they added talent immediately during his tenure, including some solid players up front that got a pass rush to aid him in his man-to-man activity. In 1994, Sanders went to the 49ers, the elite franchise in the NFL at the time, and was surrounded by talent, especially on defense. He then went on to the Dallas Cowboys in 1995, who had won 2 championships in 3 years before he arrived. There too, he was surrounded by talent, with a great amount of it being on the defensive side, located in the front 7. Of course, it's sexy to play man-to-man because it puts on display a lot of the physical talents that a player may possess, like speed, size, and quickness. However, playing in a zone highlights the mental capabilities of a defensive back, and I have news for you. This game is won from the neck up. For you defensive backs that are playing high school football, I get that you want to be known as a shutdown corner, and it's certainly important for you to work on your man-to-man skills. However, nothing is more frustrating for a defensive coordinator that has a defensive back that's too limited mentally or lacks the discipline to play a zone. There comes a time when a team has to play zone defense. It may be when you have a big lead and want to protect it. It may be when another player is injured and his replacement does not have his man-to-man cover skills. It may come when the other team has a matchup that would exploit a player trying to cover him man-to-man. It could also come when an offense comes up with a great scheme to defeat man coverage. Whatever the case may be, having a cornerback that can switch from playing man-to-man coverage to playing zone coverage effectively truly makes him great. So my message to my defensive backs out there that think the only thing they need to work on is press man coverage, I'm here to tell you that you're dead wrong. Don't go to college and get hit over the head with the playbook. I've seen many a talented defensive back in high school who could cover man-to-man fall on his face in college when he gets in the meeting room and on the practice field because he doesn't know how to play zone coverage. Football is the ultimate team game, and if you're thinking that you can just set up shop on your team's defense and be an individual by playing only man while everyone else is playing zone, then the only thing you'll have lockdown coverage on will be that seat on the bench. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and be sure to share it on your social media networks for others that may need it. Of course, subscribe to our channel because I'll have many more great defensive back videos like this one coming up, and go ahead and hit the bell so you're notified when I put out another great one like this one. And of course, don't forget the products that you need if you want to become an elite defensive back. First of all is the All Eyes DB Camp members area, where I have over 200 videos pertaining to training, tips, drills, technique, coverages explained, and more. Check out the links to the description down below and go ahead and make that investment in you so that you can reach your top level. Thanks for joining me, and as always, All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.